Hi everybody, my name is Heretoga and welcome back to our survival season in Vintage Story. I've been really busy off screen, so I've got loads to show you. But before I show you around, let's have a little chat about stuff. Okay, so as you know, this is Vintage Story, and one or two people have asked the question in the comments, is Vintage Story a mod for Minecraft? Well, Vintage Story did used to be a mod for Minecraft, dare I say the word. Don't stone me. Yes, Vintage Story used to be a mod for Minecraft, but then it became its own game and we get to enjoy it as a separate game. And Vintage Story itself is actually 3 mods. And the lead creator of Vintage Story is called Tyron. So Tyron and his team are working endlessly on this glorious game, which I love very much, and I hope you love it too, and if not, you should. But speaking of mods, I've added 2 new mods to our season. The Workbench Expansion mod, which allows me to replicate, man that was a tongue twister, to replicate chiseled blocks, so I don't have to chisel each block individually. I can just chisel one block, and if I need many of those I can just add it to the workbench and replicate it. And the other mod I added is a mod called Chiseltools, and that gives us access to some more tools that we can use to do chiseling with. Okay, so with that said and done, let's show you folks around what I've been up to. Okay, so one of the things I got up to was we don't have any storage in this house anymore because I've made a special room called the crafting room / storage room down below in the blacksmith over there. I'll show you that in a minute. So we just have one trunk in here now, and that's just for our bits and bobs. I'll get into all this stuff in a moment. We've moved stuff out of here into the blacksmith. I did lay a pathway down. If I bring up the map here, if I press the right button, you can see it goes down there and down to there. And I've used stone path for our path, and that gives you a speed boost when you walk or run across it. I couldn't decide on a border for the path, but in the end I settled on muddy gravel, so I ended up going to a nearby lake and shoveling out all the gravel on the lake bed, because I think the colours go very well. So yeah, we actually have a path now with a bit of beautification and some trees. You know, this place will look a lot nicer eventually. We're getting there. So let's go on down to the blacksmith here. Now I've got all the roofing finished, so all the shingles are down now, even on these charcoal pits here and the pit kiln place. It's all been laid down. The well and the blacksmith, it's all got roofing, there's no holes. I did go out and get a ton of peat, so that's all stored in here now. I chiseled out all the windows. Nothing too fancy, really easy to do. But what I'm going to do in this blacksmith is I'm not going to put glass in the window holes, I'm going to put bars in the windows. So that's the plan there. And also the pit kiln place actually has air vents now. They also have windows on the sides there, and these little nubs, I need to finish these. This one I haven't finished yet, but yeah, that's coming along nicely. I didn't have enough stone path to do all the pathing, and by the way, this block is really easy to make. I'll bring up the crafting menu here and I type in stone, and then you can select stone path. It's literally just stones and dirt. Now you can use any stones, sandstone stones, slate stones, it doesn't matter. As long as you use stones and dirt, you can make this block, and it gives you a speed boost. Yeah. Okay, so this blacksmith, I've hollowed out all the windows and the air vents too. I'll show you inside in a moment. So let's go around here. Some of the trees are planted are starting to grow now, which is nice. I made the rest of the ingot mould, so we've got 20 ingot moulds on here now. Now this is a temporary table, because, I mean, who would make a table out of cobblestones? It would just fall to pieces, right? But we'll change that soon. I changed this little bench here from wood to stone, so I can just walk up to this, crouch, pour in my metal. It just makes it easy, so I'm not on ground level, you know. It's a lot more difficult to pour in on ground level. It's just nice to have this little ledge here. Okay, so let's go on in. Got the floor laid. We still don't have all the chests along here yet, but we'll get there. Crafted up a bunch of tools. I've divided them into their tool types, and they've all each got their own tool rack, apart from these. Okay. Yeah, so this is our quench. So I realised the proper name for the water bath thing that blacksmiths use to cool down hot pieces of metal, even though in some cases they use oil, not water. But yeah, it's a quenching bath, or a quenching tub, or a quenching barrel. You quench the hot pieces of metal. But that's what this is for. So if I make nails and strips to make the trunks, and I want to use them straight away, I can just chuck them all in there. Even though you can craft right away with hot pieces of metal, I like to LARP a little bit and do it properly. But but yeah, I sorted out the ceiling, so it's not made of logs anymore. It actually looks a lot better. Although these corner pieces here, it looks a bit weird with the lines. Just pretend you haven't seen that. Now our new crafting bay and storage room is in here. I haven't finished the flooring yet, but I made a bunch of chests. This is where we're going to store all of our raw resources. So we've got wood along the top, and then stone. And then on this side we've got all the crafty bit stuff. So one of the new mods I added, which was the Workbench Expansion, this is that workbench that we can use to replicate our chiseled blocks. Okay, so I do need to make another room in here for barrels, because we need a place to do leather making and to make mortar and dyes. So this is literally our crafting room. We're going to be spending a lot of time in this building throughout the season. Now it's getting dark, so let me turn it into daytime by going to bed. Alrighty, I've slept and it's currently 3:42 in the morning. And now I do some things off screen, but some of the tasks that you have to do in the game can take quite a long time. When I'm going out looking for resources, for example, I could be spending hours doing that and putting markers on the map. So as you know, we're currently in the copper age, but we need to move up to the tin bronze age, because that's the next age. So one of the reasons why I went out exploring, well, two reasons. One is to find lime, and two was to find tin, to get us into the tin bronze age. So if I bring up the map here, I did find several deposits of tin. And I also came across lead as well, and you need lead if you want to make windows. So we've got some lead here nearby. We live there. So we've got some lead there. We have some lead there and there. I usually find lead like in the desert or in shale areas. And we have lead there, but we have a little bit of tin there, and it's right on the side of a mountain. And it's a good trick to remember, if you're struggling to find certain ores, just go to the mountains or look at the sides of the mountains. You may come across lead, quartz, tin, zinc, and copper on the sides of the mountains. And this is how I found this bit of tin here. Now it is only a little bit there, but we'll see. What's over here? We've got a tin deposit there, so that's 2 places. If we go north, because tin only exists in certain biomes, you can't find tin in the desert. So I found some surface tin there, and here as well. And these black dots is obsidian. So in shale, basalt, this is basalt. In basalt areas you'll come across obsidian. So I brought some of that back. So instead of me using flint shovels and flint axes, I've been using a bit of obsidian. We've got more tin there. I came across some borax too, that's pretty helpful. There's 1 more tin there, so that's 3 there and 2 over here. So that should be enough to get us into the Tin Bronze Age. So we've still got quite a lot to do before we move on up into the stages. One of the things we desperately need is leather backpacks, because these hand baskets, they're good, but we need more inventory space here. So while leather is curing and all that, we can go out and get tin at the same time. But we need to make barrels. We need to make a room in the blacksmith for all the barrels, for mortar and leather. So we need to make a new room downstairs in the crafting room for mixing stuff in barrels. Okay, so let's go in, grab a pickaxe, maybe a shovel as well, and have a look here. Where are we going to put this room? Let's get a little bit more light in here. Well, we don't have much surface area here, so we may have to probably make a doorway here, perhaps. Let's get some light on our hand as well. There we go. Good job I brought a shovel. Doesn't have to be a big room, as long as we've got enough space to put a couple of rows of barrels down. How far back are we going to need to go here? 3. Okay, and then it's the room. So 1, 2, 3. Let's have it 4 deep. I think that'll be enough space. So how long are we going to have this? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 was the limit, right? 1, 2, 3. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've got to hollow out these 2 sections here. Okay, there we go, 1 hollowed out room. We could put a door there, of course. Okay, I think this is enough space. Let's clear our hotbar here. And let's get something to eat, because we're going to starve to death in a minute otherwise. That's better. Okay, so now we need barrels. How do you make barrels? Well, for barrels you're going to need planks and you're going to need sticks. Plenty of sticks and boards. And I think it's like this, and then sticks in the corners, like that. Okay, so we've got 7 barrels there. I'll pick all that stuff up in a minute. Okay, so for leather we need lime water, you need weak tannin, strong tannin, we need a barrel for mortar, probably put that there, and then we need some barrels for dye as well, to dye our clothes and armour. Okay, so we're going to have the mixing room in here. At least we've got these down now. We could probably put a water supply in here as well, so we don't have to keep going outside to get water every time. So let's put these sticks back, chuck all that dirt in there, sandstones in there, and the granite stuff in there. And put those boards back in there. There we go. I may just do a hole in the floor, maybe, just to have a water source for now. I can make something fancier another time. Chuck those in there. Okay, grab the bucket. Oh, missed the doorway. There we go, like that. So we're going to leave this bucket in here, I think. We'll just make another one for the well upstairs. So why don't we do that now? Got 5 boards, and is it this one? This one. One flax twine. That goes there, and that goes there. There we go. Okay. We need weak tannin and strong tannin to get our leather making process on the go. So we're going to fill up these 2 barrels here. A bucket can hold 10 litres, a barrel can hold 50. So each barrel requires 5 full buckets. There we go. So we're going to make 2 barrels of weak tannin, and then when this weak tannin is done, we're going to do it again and it'll turn it into strong tannin, and you need both types for leather making. So we need to put an oak log in those, and then you keep placing them in until it says here. There we go. That will turn into 50 litres of weak tannin. So it's 1 log per 10 litres, and then you seal it. That's going to take 24 hours to turn into weak tannin. So let's do the same with that. We'll seal that one too. Okay, so when they're cured, we'll come back here and we'll carry on where we left off. We've played in this world for 33 hours and 40 minutes already. And speaking of playtime, there's an update out right now for Vintage Story 1.19.4. However, it is a release candidate. It's not a stable update yet. When the stable update comes out, then I will update this world to 1.19.4, but I'm not going to do it straight away. I'm going to wait a little bit for some of the mods to catch up to the update. Then when we're ready to update, we'll go through it together. Yay, wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. 4:30 in the morning. Let's go and check on our flax. Rift right there again, like, game. What is it with spawning rifts at the back of my house? Oh, you little hooligan, stop throwing stones at me. What do you got? Nothing. Oh, it all looks done. Or almost. Get rid of this grass. Okay, let's go and harvest this flax that's done. There we go. We get some seeds back. We get a bunch of grain. And we've got a stack and a half of flax fibres, but we're going to turn those into twine, because you can't use flax fibres for anything else. You may as well just turn it into twine straight away. And we'll turn this twine into linen. We'll keep that bit of twine there. So I want to make a suit of armour. It's called Tailored Gambeson Body Armour, and it's cloth armour. But I want to make the white set, because I know in the last episode we had a dream that reminded us that we've got those ruins to go to. Well, that great big cathedral ruin had locusts and bells, and those bells spawn drifters. So we can't really go through that ruin until we've got some kind of armour on our backs, because we have nothing. And our clothes are shredded. So yeah, we just have skin as our armour right now. And for the tailored gambeson armour, I did the calculations. We need plain cloth. And to make plain cloth you need 1 linen and 1 stick. And altogether, to make the whole suit, head, body and legs, you need 16 cloth, 3 sewing kits and 4 flax twine. So yeah, we need a lot more flax. So it'll be a little while before we do any dungeoneering. But like I say, I can get some farming done off screen. So this flax here requires the K nutrient, and if we look at the soil here, the K is at 27.7%. So it depleted half of the K from that soil. So it'd be a bit silly to replant K back there again. So we'll go to some fresh soil here, and we'll just plant the flax that we just got back in these plots here. There we go. This stuff will be done soon. We can harvest that afterwards. Alrighty. The next job is we need to get rid of this Temporal Tower here and build a new one. I have found a location to build our new Temporal Tower, but to build it we're gonna need more granite cobblestone, and I'm completely out. Seems as though most of our builds require that resource, but we're getting our granite from here. So I'm going to get ready, get my tools, and I'll meet you down there. Welcome to my granite mine. I'll get these back in a minute. Okay, so the reason why I brought you here is because I want to show you something. How to get this block without breaking it, because as you know, when you mine it, it turns into stones. But what if you want that block? Well, you have to mine every block from every face to relieve that said block, like so, and then it will drop. You can pick it up. That's how you get relieved stone. And the best way to get lots of it all at once, as you can see here, there's a pattern going on. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so once you've made a checkerboard, if you like to call that, you have to do the same on the other side, but the opposite way around. So as you can see here, we have a missing block. On the other side, you want a full block. So you have to do the checkerboard the opposite way around. So behind all of these full blocks, you want to mine away the one behind it. And you'll relieve that block there. So we're going to do that on the back here. Like so. And you can mine away all these ones off the floor as you're picking up the blocks. Okay, now there's one more little trick that you can use so you don't have to do it that way around, okay? So let's clear our hotbar here. I'm going to get a hammer and chisel. Okay. So what we're going to do is chisel these blocks here, like that. Once you create a stone block that's chiseled and you mine it, it won't break into stones. You can actually pick it up. Like this. There you go. So you can do like, I don't know, 6 of them like this, say. But you'll have to remember that these are now chiseled versions of stone. They won't stack with the normal unchiseled version. See, they don't stack. So let's get our chest off our back here. Now I did bring some clay with me, so I can turn these into cobblestone blocks. Just because I need the cobblestone anyway. Just saves inventory space. There we go. Put cobblestone in there, put the rocks in there. And that's that. That should give us enough blocks to make our temporal tower, so I'm going to meet you folks back at home in a flash, just like magic. Guys, look what I just stumbled across. Native gold. There's copper here too. Okay. Let's put copper there. And then, oops. And then over here, we'll put gold. Wow. I've never come across surface gold before. I'm going to put a star there. Nice. Alrighty folks, rise and shine. It's building time. So we're going to build a new temporal tower. And I think there's a good spot over here where we've got plenty of room. So let's get started. It's going to be a 5x5. I want to get it kind of in the middle of here. So let's put it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to leave a doorway here because it needs filling in with dirt. So I'll just get on with it. I'll do a time lapse. They're all fun, right? Alrighty folks, we have a temporal tower. It's not that tall, but that's for a good reason. Because if I go inside here, if I go to this barred window here, the drifters will be able to see me on the floor. If I go too high, they won't be able to see me. So that's why we're this low off the ground here. Just pick up these torches, swap them out. Right, I'm going to go and get my equipment from the other temporal tower and bring it in here, because we have a storm coming. I did want to do one more thing to this tower, but I don't think I'm going to have time to do it because of this approaching storm. But we have a flag, no insignia on there at the moment. We need an insignia, don't we? We need some kind of insignia that represents us. And then we can put that on the flag there. But yeah, it's something. So the drifters will come up here. They won't be able to get in, but they'll come to the window. I'll be able to attack them through the bars, and I'll be able to harvest them as well. So I'll be able to kill and harvest every single drifter that comes up here. So that will give me an even greater chance to get Jonas parts, temporal gears, and stuff like that, and flax. So yeah, I've got some damage repair there. Yeah, alright. Well, I better go and put these bits away and get a bit organised and get prepared for the storm. We do have some wolves howling over there. Yesterday I did see 2 black wolves, so they're somewhere. See, there they are laying down. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a bit then. Okay folks, wish me luck. Hey. And look how trippy that is. If any of you get motion sickness, you may want to skip ahead. There we go. Oh, they can see me. Come on then. That's it. Come on. There we go. Wait. Huh. They're running away. What the heck? Maybe I should have brought a bow. Come on. What the? He's running away. He's like, nope, I'm not going up there. Come on, come on, come on. That's right. Yes, there we go. The tier 3 drifter, and he can't get me. Where are you going? No, he's running off. They're scared of me. I've got no armour on. I've got a crappy shield and a half damaged sword, and they're scared of me. That's it. Come on, come and get some. Don't you run away. Hey! You smegheads. That's it. Come on. Oh, you little. Oh. Spear, spear. I'm going to poke you to death. Yes! Can I reach him? Oh yes, I can reach him. Hey, we've got a bit of flax. Come on then! Come and get me, all you can eat. This is what it's like with no armour. Can I? Yes, I can reach my spear. I'm so happy I can throw my spears through these gaps here. Okay, I might die here. If I block, I'll be okay. Alright folks, well, I guess I'll see you in the morning. I think I'm stuck here until morning. Alrighty, it is morning. Let's see what all these have on them. Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing. And nothing. Okay. Yeah, because that tier 3 drifter got me real good. I was down to like 1 segment of HP. And I tried to leave, and then a normal drifter threw a stone at me and killed me. A rather embarrassing death. You know what? Revenge is sweet. Right. The heck? They shouldn't have taken that many spears to kill this. Current rift activity, apocalyptic. Like, listen up more, there's loads of them out there, folks. Oh man, I don't think they like it that I've got a new Temporal Tower. So they're trying to get me. Man, they're jumping around like monkeys. Damn. Well, I did some hunting after the temporal storm. I'm just making up some new meals now, and I got hit by an apocalyptic grade rift activity. I've never had that before, but they can't get me. Also, do you like my chiseled out windows? I forgot to show you that earlier. Alrighty folks, I'll call the episode there. If you have enjoyed our adventure so far, then be sure to like, share, comment and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments section and I'll be sure to answer them in future episodes. Until next time, goodbye.